Hey guys, this video is going to be a review of The Complete Idiot's Guide to American Government by Mary M. Shaffray, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure how to say that, and Melanie Fonder. And this is going to be like a lot of my reviews for the Complete Idiot's Guides books and the For Dummies books, which like the past year or so I've started reading pretty often. But overall, I think it's really good if you want to learn about American government. And like this quote right here says that it should be mandatory reading for students and citizens because it's like really good at teaching about the government, and I definitely agree with that. I definitely think it's definitely a good book if you want to know about the government, and everyone should have a basic understanding of the government. If you're an American and you're living in the US, then you should know about the American government, and so I think it's a really good book for that. I thought it did a really good job being about government and stuff. It could have become like a left or right, you know, like kind of had a like political position or something, but it didn't at all. And I think the one of the authors writes about politics, I think, and the other one is a press secretary for probably former Wisconsin governor, because it says she is now, but I'm assuming he isn't governor of Wisconsin anymore, because this book was published in 2004, and that was one thing. It is slightly outdated at times. Overall, obviously, it's still accurate because the government hasn't changed much in 8 years, but it did have the wrong president, and I actually find it funny because it kept talking about the 2000 election as if it was recent, and then in the appendix back here, if I can find it, in the appendix is a recap of the 2004 election, which this was like added to the book later because the whole of this book was written after the 2000 election, and then went back in 2004 and did the second edition, and added the thing in the back on the 2004 election to make it current. And obviously we've had one election since then and are in the process of another one, but so Obama isn't in here at all. And Bush is still in his first, like, term for most of this book. But it's still a really good book for learning about the government. And it really doesn't feel outdated at all, except for when they talk about presidential elections, and there's no mention of, like, the two most recent. And like I was saying before about the political parties, they do talk about political parties in here, but I think they do a really good job of staying neutral and explaining what each political party stands for, and without like saying one's better than the other. And basically I think this entire book is stuff that every American, everyone living in America for an extended period of time should know, because it has really important stuff about the way the government runs and things like that just everyone should know about, because we are part of the government since we're a democracy, and so we need to know how the government works. And this book is awesome for that. And I really enjoyed reading it. So I think that is all. So I will see you guys later.